Okay, when I started my GLP-1 journey a couple years ago, I am like probably every one of you, and I was searching the internet. First of all, I was searching the internet for a provider. Back then, it wasn't super easy to find one. Next thing I looked at was price. I was trying to find the cheapest provider because we all know it's expensive. Now, since I shared my journey with all of you, I get people that will message me or put links in the comments with places that provide peptide cheap. Some of them are scary cheap, which made me ask why. Why is there such a price difference for essentially the same compound? So what I found out is that some of these cheap peptides are coming from overseas labs or from research labs. The research labs, those are at some point labeled not for human consumption. And they're probably labeled, may even still be labeled this when you get it, for research use only, which if they are saying for research use only means they are not to be used in the human body. They are for experiments only. The ones that are US based, they are probably not being compounded at pharmacies that I'll call them kind of a back alley pharmacy. I hate to say that, but they're not registered. They're not licensed with their state board of pharmacy. And there's no way to know if they're following the verified processes and the sterile processes when they do compound. The one that really shocked me is that you can get powdered peptides and you can compound them yourself. That one blew me away. Compounds are to be done in a sterile environment by a sterile process and not at your kitchen counter. Another problem with compounding the medication yourself at home is to make sure you have the right dilution. So you could potentially be giving yourself a lot weaker injection or dangerously high concentration. And potential for contamination is really high. There have been cases of major infections and hospitalizations because of contaminated peptides being injected. So I chose Ellie because I did my research and it is compounded at a 503A pharmacy. 503A pharmacies compound the medication at the time it's prescribed. 503B pharmacies compound like in mass, they do like mass production. 503A compound when the prescription comes in. 503A pharmacies are FDA registered using FDA regulated materials, and they are licensed with their state board of pharmacy. There is pharmacist supervision, and they test for purity, potency, quality. Also, with my exact provider, with LMD, we have a patient portal, so I can email my provider anytime I want to. My provider can then email me back to answer questions. I can request a consult anytime, and the new website is going to be coming up soon, and on that new website, there is going to be a 24/7 chat option. So if it's midnight and I have a question about one of my peptides, I can get on my computer, I can chat with the provider and get an answer right now, instead of having to wait for the next day for the email. So all of those things together gives me great peace of mind knowing that what I'm injecting into my body is safe, it's quality, and I have support and supervision by a provider. If you're considering a GLP-1 or any other peptide, please, please, please do your research. Don't just go for the cheapest one you find online. Cheap is not always the same. Cheap doesn't always mean quality. Expensive doesn't always mean quality either. I mean, let's be honest, there are also counterfeit ones out there. Some people pay a lot of money for counterfeit peptides and they get zero results. So do your research. Ask what pharmacy it's being compounded at. Or is it registered, with the FDA? Is it licensed with their state board of pharmacy? So if you're considering a GLP-1 or other peptides, please do your research and ask the right questions before you buy anything or before you inject anything. I choose LEMD because I want peace of mind, not shortcuts. I want to know what I'm injecting into my body is quality and safe. If you want to know how it works or what the process looks like, just comment info or just send me a message, and I would be happy to walk you through it and happy to share the link to my provider.